This Spider-Man action figure is $40 because it includes a trading card in the box, but I don't know, it might actually be kind of worth it. It's awesome. Let's open it up, check it out, and of course do some toy photography. So this might be one of the weirdest action figure collabs I've ever really seen, with Spider-Man and Magic the Gathering. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are Spider-Man fans, Marvel Legends collectors, and Magic the Gathering players who are rejoicing right now. But for people like me, who's not so much into Magic, I'm kind of like, huh, so that card is making this $40? That's why this box is $40? Venom, what do you think? But no, I think this does actually make sense. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast, which is what Magic is under. And Hasbro also has this Spider-Man license from Disney. And they're like, hey, let's use what we got. Let's mix these guys together. Maybe we'll figure something out. And that's what they did. And you know what? That is kind of cool. But the fact that it's a $40 Spider-Man is a little bit like, come on. 40 bucks, but he does look like a pretty freaking sweet Spider-Man. It's a Battle Damaged Spiderman, which this is nothing I have. I think I used to have the old one from the Spider-Man movie, the Tobey movie, way back in the day, but that's the only thing I've had similar to this. And if you're familiar with the Spider-Man that's in the Renew Your Vows 2-pack, I think it's based off of that figure, as far as I can tell. It does look pretty cool, and I would be lying to you if I didn't say I was excited. That's what you... If you're excited for Spider-Man, you are clearly excited. So, I think we can I think it's time to open this after that. So, if you want to pick this figure up, I'll have the link in the description so you can pick it up. I ordered it on entertainmentearth.com, but it's available on a lot of other websites, so I'll leave that in there. If you use the in-stock code that I have for Entertainment Earth, you'll save 10%, which is pretty cool, but I'll leave as many links in there as possible for whatever's best for you and what you love the most. Then, I'm sorry, there's no Venom figure in this one, just Spider-Man. And I've got a lot more stuff coming along the way, so if you're not subscribed, I definitely recommend it. As far as Marvel stuff, I finally was able to pick up this guy. Have you seen this? This is like a giant Galactus. That's like one of those Titan figures, but it looks pretty cool, so I plan on doing a video for him. If you're not subscribed, now would be the time. And if you like the video, that'd be great too. Is it just me, or has 2025 been the year of Spider-Man figures? I feel like 2024 was the year of Deadpool, and now it's Spider-Man. Or maybe I'm just buying more this year. There's been like the Netman, the Maximum Spider-Man, so many great CT Toys bootlegs. There's the Mess Toys. There's just been so many great Spider-Mans. I'm really loving just comparing all of these different Spider-Man figures. Okay, well, here's the figure, and here is the Magic card that you get with it. And, you know, Spectacular Spider-Man, you got some flash moves. To be honest, I don't care about this card at all. I'm sure there's plenty of people that do. If this came with like a holographic Charizard, I might be a little bit more enticed about this, but no, it's a holographic Spider-Man. That's fine. Venom, you can have it. You don't even want it. So ungrateful. The figure itself, I'm not gonna lie, this figure's kind of awesome. Like, I was just kind of checking it out, messing around with it, and I think it's really good. I think it's really cool the way they've done the battle damage. I think the detail is actually impressive. There's a lot of these scratches on things are all like in the sculpt. It's not just paint, it's all in there. Like this little scratch on the chest here and on the arm, those are all part of the sculpt, and there's more wrinkles going on in there too. So for instance, if you look at this, you know, he's got butterfly joints, awesome. And so this butterfly joint is normal. It's just whatever, Spider-Man joint. And then here, it's just got his bare skin underneath it. And it works because all of the edges of the joint on the suit are all weathered and torn like it's from the suit. So it kind of works. Like, I think that's really cool. I think the detail is really nice. Like, I think this is just a straight up cool Spider-Man figure. I think this is just really well done. Yeah, I do think the 40 bucks kind of stinks. You got a hostage pack all over again, but this time you're hostaged by the card. It's still cheaper than a 2-pack, whatever. And aside from the fact that it's cool weathering or battle damage, stuff like that, it's just a good looking figure too. It's a good Spider-Man figure. You know, you're gonna have some great articulation. It's very solid. I think we're gonna get some cool poses with this guy. So far, I'm feeling pretty good with him. I think he's a really cool figure and kind of happy with it. So besides the non-Pokemon card, he does come with some other accessories as well, including a alternate face without the mask on it, who's a little bit beat up. You know, he's got some cuts and scratches, he's got a black eye. It's pretty cool, and it does, I think, look a lot like the Peter Parker sculpt in the Maximum, which I liked, so I think that's cool. And he comes with some good hands. I'm very happy with the hands. Hands are important to me. Anyway, he's got 2 fists on right now, but he does also have 2 open hands, which are great for posing, you know, putting those fingers down on a good pose. And then we've got 2 web slinging hands, or I love you hands. I love you too, Spider-Man. But he comes with this too, and I think this is dumb. I mean, maybe I'm not a big enough Spider-Man to really enjoy this kind of thing, but I'm like, I don't know, this is a Captain America shield for Spider-Man. I don't really think that this is that cool. I know he probably uses this all the time. In the photo on the card, he does have it, which that's cool. I don't know, I'm just not interested. I don't think I would ever use this kind of thing in a pose or an action figure photo or something. And the same one came with the Maximum, so. And he does come with a web, and usually I'm kind of like, more webs, great. But this is a different web than I've seen. You know, it's got this little handle here, which looks like one of those things that holds your feet when you're riding a horse. What's that called? And then there's a little squiggle on the top, which looks like Nightmare Before Christmas. So this is the most unique web, and it is pretty easy to move, so I think this actually will be a pretty cool web to use for photos and posing, stuff like that. So Articulation's pretty good. Like, I think it's really good. It's not quite like on the scale of the Maximum Spider-Man, but you've got these, you know, really great looking butterfly joints that go way back and way forward. You can go way up like this. You got the joints that pull down in the waist, which you can get way up with, and you know, you got these twisty shins that a lot of Spider-Man figures have, just really nice. The crunch is fantastic, so much of that. The biggest thing that I'm really think is missing from Articulation is in the neck. It's only got the one neck joint, so it's just got the head. The neck is just attached to the torso. So you can't really get him to look up very far, which I think kind of stinks, especially when you're doing poses where he's like kind of crouched down, you know? If you want to have him, a lot of the times the poses will look okay, but they'll feel awkward because he's not looking in the right direction. But I think everything else besides that is great. Even like elbow, obviously is really good. You even got some toe Articulation too. So I think Articulation is good, it's just that one thing that's really missing. And you'll get some good poses for sure. Really good poses, just, man, come on, with the neck. Ugh. So this is a Marvel Legends, so I'm imagining it's gonna be around 6 inches. So he's a little bit taller, actually. Like 6.5, actually. He's a little bit of a big boy. So here's some comparisons. This is the Marvel Legends Maximum Spider-Man. Really love that figure. He's about the same size, actually. This is the Marvel Legends Game Reverse Spider-Man. He was like a more expensive kind of figure at the time. He was kind of thought to be like a super articulated one. I think I like the build of this guy a little bit more. I really like this figure, but the Maximum one is just so much better. I really love the Maximum. But this is the Netman DB Toys figure, which is a unlicensed. Really love that figure. And then this is just a bootleg of the Mafex Spider-Man. What is that, 7.5? I don't remember. But I like that figure a lot. They're all pretty different figures. I kind of just like this style of build. He seems more adult, and I don't know, I like this build of Spider-Man. Then a couple of black suit Spideys. This is the Mess Toys black suit neighbor, right? Then this is also Marvel Legends. This is the Spider-Man 3 Tobey Maguire figure. Really love this figure. I like this one a lot too, but I'm still really liking this guy actually, even though Articulation is not perfect. So what are we gonna give this figure? What's the final verdict? Are we giving him a W or an L? I don't know. Actually, no. I'm giving him a W. I really like this figure. I do kind of think it stinks that it's 40 bucks. You know, it's almost like 10 bucks just for the Venom. I do think it kind of stinks that it's $40 because you're getting a card. And you know what? If you collect this kind of thing, this might be worth it. Like, oh, this is a good card. This is gonna be really good in my deck. Then it might be worth it. But in my opinion, like, you know, I don't care about the card. So why do I gotta get a card if I want this figure? So if you're feeling that way, I don't blame you. But as far as the figure itself, it's a really good figure and I think it's really cool and I'm happy to have it. Just stinks about the price. But I'm curious, am I the only one that's thinking that way? Or are you like into the card? Very curious. But figure on its own is a very good figure. So I'm gonna throw in a W. What do you think, W or L? Well, I definitely need to take advantage of his battle damaged look for a photo in some way, and I think that could be really fun. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but it is a shooting and reviewing video, right? So let's go take something with him. Okay, check this out. But first, just hear me out here. Yeah, this is weird. Just think of this. Extermination failed, or something, I don't know. Well, so this battle damaged Spider-Man is hanging amongst all of these, you know, insect killer products, which, yes, I did go out and buy these for this photo. And I used some of this Halloween spider web. So it's kind of like, yeah, you tried to kill me, but you didn't, kind of thing. And check out what it's looking like in camera. Right? Like, this is kind of cool. I'm kind of happy with this idea. And I'm kind of happy with how it's looking right now. Just like, look how cool this looks. And I think it works well with the fact that he's battle damaged, you know? And so I bought this, this was like $3 at Walmart. I bought 2 of them, but I ended up not needing one of them. And, oh, good boy, Venom. Go have a snack. Anyway. So I'm actually using the wired web that comes with the Netman. So I wanted to have him, you know, hanging from it. I'm holding him up using a Mezco stand. It's the Wolverine one. So I'm going to edit that out and all of that. So it's just going to look like he's hanging there amongst all of the stuff. If you try this out, like, you really don't need a whole lot. It stretches a lot. Like, I probably ended up using a lot more than I needed to use, but I'm using some very selective little bit of lighting. This one above light is kind of giving some light from above, and I'm hiding these 2 side lights here to give him some rim lighting on there. And then I have this one on, which is barely on at all. It's very, very dim, because I wanted to have a little bit more light on Spider-Man, and I think it's working kind of nice with the lighting. It's like just enough, I feel like. And I think it looks really good. I'm kind of happy with it. I think I'm going to spray a little bit of atmosphere aerosol in the background as well. This is not a spider killer, so don't worry, but I will be spraying this just to fill up some of the blank spots there in the background. And I think that's gonna work. So here are my camera settings. I've got shutter speed is at 1250, which is pretty high because I want it to be a little bit dark. Even though I've got all the lighting on him, I think it's kind of working and making all of the webs kind of pop a little bit. My f-stop's at 1.8. I really, really wanted the high focus on just Spider-Man and everything else kind of blurry really quickly. But I did bring in the spider killer words in that one bottle right there. Just enough so you can see spider killer. That was kind of the main point of that. And then my ISO's at 400, as always. It's going to be a very simple shot once everything is set up. It's just going to, and that's going to be really it with a little bit of spray. So I'm going to do that, and I'll see you in the post-photo breakdown. Okay, let's do a quick post-photo breakdown for Spider-Man persevering through all of the extermination attempts. I think it looks pretty cool. Oh, sorry, I do that all the time. This is not the real one. This is the real one. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it's really fun. The concept with the, you know, all the killer spray stuff, I think is actually a pretty fun concept. And then it just also looks cool. All the little individual webs all over the place look really really great. And I like the lighting on Spider-Man. The web is a little bit crooked up on here, but that's all right. That's just a part of it, I suppose. I wasn't able to get his hands perfectly together, so the fact that I just twisty tied them together with the web actually worked out, and it looks like he's holding it, kind of. I really recommend buying this spider web stuff to take a Spider-Man photo. Like, it looks really cool. Like, it's a really great idea, and it's so cheap, and you can get it anywhere, you know, during Halloween season, at least here in the US. So highly recommended. And so I, of course, use the generative fill tool here in Photoshop to remove the stand. I also cropped the photo a little bit. This is the old one. I cropped it because I wanted a little bit less of the counter and a little bit more of the web in the background, whatever. That's pretty much all I did. I didn't really do anything else, but it's all just really in camera, really in camera. So let me know what you think. I'd love to get some critiques, all that stuff, and let's just run the end of the video. So yeah, this is a $40 action figure because it comes with a trading card, but in my opinion, the figure really is kind of great, and it's kind of worth it. And if you collect the cards, or if you play the card game, it's even more worth it for you. But if you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. This photo, as always, will be posted up onto Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of that stuff. And if you want to follow my work on any of those platforms, it's always linked in the video description below, along with all of the camera equipment and all of the gear I use. It's always linked in the description as well. And thank you so much for getting this far into the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.